Namaskar. Yeah, I have a prickle. This nature is very beautiful, but sometimes it can be a little bit prickly. So, welcome to the Prout Conference 2020 Cultural Program. It's been an interesting journey trying to put together a cultural program online, very different to what you would do in a live situation. At first we had the idea to try and do something that is very much the same and has the live element, and we do some kind of online live program, but of course the quality is much better and it's so much more possibilities if we actually use the possibilities that there are in the online digital world and produce some kind of videos. And so that's what we've been trying to do, and see if we can come up with something really special for this event. So today, the topic for the first day is the power of music and how music can be an important part of transforming society. We've got a couple of really interesting performers. The first one is Devaranjan and Gayatrii from Italy. I don't know them personally, but they're doing some very interesting music. And then we have Jyoshna and Kavita. Jyoshna I remember from way back when I was a teenager. I actually got a chance to perform with her on the violin before I was a very confident performer, and it's a very special memory. And then we have Nabhaniilananda. Dada Nabhaniilananda, most of us know very well. I remember when I was 10 years old or so, growing up in Adelaide, Australia, and Nabhaniilananda was our favourite Dada. He was the most fun. So he's also famous for his music, but amongst the children he was famous for being fun as well. And I think he still is very fun, even in his music and all of his more professional work. It's really interesting to see the fun that he brings into it. And then we have Satyavrata and Amrta from Italy, and they're going to do a mantra song. Not so much fun, a bit more deep. And perhaps some point in the day, in the evening, we'll get back to this concept of how is the power of music and how can that help us to realize Prout.
Namaskar. This is Gayatrii and Devaranjan from Italy. And first of all, we would like to thank all the organizers of Prout Convention, and we want to thank you, Didi, Ananda, Gunamrta, for giving us this space. And we will sing three songs by Danit Troybig, whom we consider neo-humanist artist, as her songs are inspired by nature, and her songs express gratitude and the beauty of every living being, and they celebrate the invisible and mysterious force that underlines nature and every living being on this planet. So let's start with the first song. The title is Cuatro Vientos, which means 4 winds. trae-nos la claridad. Viento que viene del mar, viento, tráenos la libertad. Viento
Namaskar everyone. This next song is called We Are Not Alone, and it's a song about people who feel different in society. Sing a song, make it clear. I'm so glad you were near. I won't wait another day for the pain to go away. They kept me down way too long to rise and be strong. The dawn comes with winds of change.
Yeah? This music is interesting in that it touches us and it moves us in some way, but it's sometimes not really such an obvious answer how we can use music to create a change in society. We thought about this a little bit, and I've come up with a couple of ideas of what we can do. with the music that will really make change. The first obvious thing is upliftment. We know that music creates feelings and it brings up us to different feelings, and if we can bring those feelings of deep peace, of universal love, of oneness in our music, then that can be communicated to the people who are listening. So it's like a meditation that you do for people and help them to achieve that meditation and discover themselves. And so I think one of the first things that we can do as musicians to bring about the change in society is just to make the music really deep and really profound and really touching on the universal level as well as on that personal level. The second thing is the meanings, the ideas. So if we can talk about in our music some of the ideas of what the society would be like, what the problems are in the society today, we have some kind of, you can call it protest music. It's what they often call protest music, though we often do it in a more positive way, not protest but visionary music. Music that talks about the ideas and how we would like to see change. And the third thing that I think we can do is Prout is very strong on strengthening local culture so that we are not just living in a global commercial cultural world, which we call pseudo-culture, but we are supporting the development and the strengthening of all of the local cultures and traditions. And so if we can play and encourage and work with the traditional cultures, then we can be strengthening that culture through our music, playing folk songs, playing music from wherever you are from or wherever you're living. And so we've tried to mix these three things into this series of videos, this series of cultural events, excuse me. And we didn't get as much of some of the kinds of material as others, so we weren't able to make whole days on each topic as was our first original concept. But at least I think we've managed to get some touches of each of those elements, and let's see if it can move us a little bit further forwards to that Proutist society that we dream of.
Namaskar. This is called the Unicorn Song. Namaskar. This is the Unicorn Song. Namaskar. This song is called the Unicorn Song. With my hands, I'll build a spaceship in case we run out of room, like a wizard who helps everybody's dreams come true. With my hands I only want to do good. Wouldn't you do that if you only could? With my head I'll write a song about saving the world. Every river, every robot, every boy, every girl, singing wisdom is the one missing link, connecting what I feel to all that I think. When I close my eyes, my heart can open wide. Now I see who I'm meant to be. When I close my eyes, I no longer wonder why. Now I my heart I'll turn your sadness into unicorns, and rainbows with more colors, and roses with no thorns. With our hearts we can travel so far. Together we can aim for the stars. When I close my eyes, my heart can open wide. Now I see who I'm meant to be. When I close my eyes, I no longer wonder why. Now I see who I'm meant to be. When I close my eyes, my heart can open wide. Now I
Thank you for joining us for this first day of the Prout Conference Cultural Celebration. We'll be doing the same thing again tomorrow for another half hour, and we've got 4 different sessions over the time of the conference. I hope you can join us for all of them. See you again soon. Namaskar.